What's up, Epsilonians? We got the real reason why Bud took the Spence fight, because we all knew he didn't want to take that fight. He was pushing and ducking and dodging Errol, but we wondered, why did he take the fight? And I told you, and Bud admits to it in this video right here. It's because of his family. But here it go right here. This is a fair use video. It's for education and entertainment purposes only. Now y'all take a second to hit my like and subscribe button, and we about to get it in. Like a fat boy at the Chinese buffet tables and they brought out crab legs. You get Jaws out there. Now you think it's safe. No, Jaws ain't the epitome of greatness. There's something out there much bigger. Yes, you got it. And here comes Super Bud. Come through to snatch it up. All is well in the world, right? Or wrong. You forget the Megalodon. Bud might have caught Jaws in the ichthyosaur, so but he ain't ready for the Megalodon. And that's the big Spence, the Megalodon. Matter of fact, he ain't even a Megalodon. Errol Spence is the biggest. How can you measure what ain't been measured before? Captain Ahab reaching out fishing. You gonna catch something that you ain't mean to catch right there, because you can't catch the uncatchable, the Leviathan. Errol, the true Spence, strap season, man down, smoking on Bud tour. Errol, they say you just a basic come forward flat-footed fighter. They said Crawford's gonna beat you. Now that you done beat Crawford and destroyed him, what the haters gotta say now, Errol?
You can do it, George. And you beat the real champion.
Where's the stretcher? Somebody sent for us again.
What started out as a joke has turned out to be a disaster.
Creed appears to be in very serious condition.
The men alive.
Crawford's in serious condition. You heard him worse than Kilbrook and Ugas combined.
If he dies, he dies.
Inside the dressing rooms.
Would you care to comment on how you plan to fight?
Terrence Crawford.
What's your strategy?
Don't need any.
Terrence Crawford.
The boy is stupid. The man comes straight ahead. He's tailor-made for me, and he's gonna get hurt.
What's your prediction for the fight then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
And so it was cool.
You have, and for those members of the media who don't, you have some extremely talented children, from track to wrestling to everything. Do they grasp the enormity of this fight and how big this fight is, and what are their feelings?
Of course. My kids, they've been in it since babies. They all in it. You know, for years, even hearing my kids like, "Daddy, is you gonna fight that Spencer guy?" Spence. Well, yeah. Errol Spence, is you gonna fight him? Like, yeah. Then here go my son. "Dad, when you fight him, I'm coming to that fight. I don't care. I'm coming." So like I get it from my family, I get it from my kids, I get it from the fans. Everybody want this fight. Everybody, this is the fight that the whole world that follows boxing wanted. And when you hear from your kids, like they always watching YouTube and they see their dad name come up, you know, they always asking you like, "Man, I gotta fight this dude. I gotta figure out a way how to fight this dude." Because when you got your kids asking you when you gonna fight this dude, then you know you gotta fight them.
When you look at your career and you've done some,
See, when Bud said he didn't need this fight, he really meant that shit. He really didn't want this fight right here. He seen Ugas, he seen Danny, he seen Lamont Peterson, he seen Kell Brooks. He heard the stories of Floyd Mayweather. Bud knows what Errol is capable of, and he knows the stuff that him and his crew talked about Errol. He knew he was trying to stay away from that man with a 20-foot pole. But sometimes in life, things happen. And we at the internet age where everything is accessible. You can't hide nothing from your family or your kids or nothing right there. And just like I told y'all, Bud's kids was going to put some pressure on Bud because he was ducking and his kids was gonna take ridicule from other kids and looking at online, like Bud say his kids be on YouTube and all that. So imagine how you feel. Your dad is your hero. He's a Superman. You think he can do everything, and people online calling him a duck, saying he's scared. Why won't he fight Spence? Yeah, you see, his daughter kept saying, "Dad, are you gonna fight Spencer?" And then his family kept asking, "When you gonna fight? When you gonna fight?" Because they knew any other fight with Bud, all it was, "You wanna fight? Okay, they in the ring." But they seen it was some hesitation on Bud's part. They seen Bud wasn't really quick to jump into that ring, like he wasn't hitting head over heels to get in there and get that smoke. And then everybody hear about how big the payday was and how much they was gonna make and how big the fight was. So he had answers. He had questions that needed to be answered. And they started looking at Bud funny, and you know, the whispering and everything. You know, Bud, he has a lot of pride, and he loves his kids most of all. And he's gonna always want to look like a hero in front of his kids, because remember, he once said that he would never lose a fight in front of his daughter. But you got to take the fight that your daughter wants you to take, and that's your biggest nightmare about to come true when you go against the big fish. But one thing I can say to Bud, salute for taking the fight, because whether you win or lose, you still a man in my book, and you still got respect for me, even though you was coerced into the fight. Because, hey, this is a big payday for both of y'all. Y'all both can retire after this, really, because y'all gonna get enough revenue to feed y'all family and their family's family and your kids and all that. But everybody asks Bud, like, what took so long to get it done? That's why he wants to bypass the question right there. And yeah, a lot of people sit there and say Bud got too much and all that right there. I feel like you should get whatever you can get. Because, like I said before, boxing, you can't play boxing. It's a dangerous sport. You can die anytime you step in that ring. Anytime you in that ring, your life's on the line. Blunt force trauma. The wrong hit can put your lights out, and you never cut it back on. Brain damage is serious. You see a lot of old punch-drunk boxers that's been in there and they can hardly form words, get Parkinson's, all that. That's from the damage of getting in there fighting. And Bud's getting in there with a real dangerous puncher, a real dangerous fighter, a boxer that's elite and loves to deal out damage. So I see why he was hesitant to get in there. But once your kids start questioning your manhood and start looking at you sideways, you got to get in that ring. But hey, Errol's always kept the same tenacity, and his family know who the big fish is. So Crawford, he's got a lot to prove. He got a chip on his shoulder, and he got to show his family and his daughter that he's still Superman. So that's going to make for fireworks. This is going to make for an exciting fight. And like they said, this can't compare this to Sugar Ray and Hagler. This is Errol and Bud. They deserve their own name, their own rights, and their own fight. And they got it. July 29th is going to be fireworks. And y'all take that time out to hit my subscribe button. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I'm going to keep dropping this unbiased heat upper echelon. I'm out.